name is Zach.
And I'm Aaron.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of this one. Like, it has some stuff in it that I liked, but overall I was like, man, Flik is boring.
I don't know, I watched Ants, and it's a much more, like, adult take on this whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie
It's a little
either.
bit more...
I thought that one was more boring than this one.
Well, yeah, I assumed you would. But I don't know, I liked it.
Wow, look at that water effects. It looks like it's mercury and not water.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's interesting going back. This
Pixar.
is the second Pixar film.
It's weird to think that was, like, revolutionary for back then.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Guys, go
Who
shoot
dat?
someone else for a while.
Now we gotta figure that out, too.
Now, what do we do?
What is...
Don't tell me. I
Dang
know
it,
it.
now I
I
can't
know
remember
it.
who that old woman is either.
We
Well, it'll be fun when we get to the credits.
Yep.
I remember liking that guy. He's the best one.
But he's barely in the movie.
Yeah.
Remember the fat kid?
I think that's why I like him.
I say the fat kid. I don't know why I say the fat kid. She's got chubby cheeks, whatever.
You're not the queen yet, Adam.
now, Dot, be nice to
And I remember that being somebody who became like a Disney Channel star or whatever.
Yeah, me too.
I don't remember who, though.
I don't remember anybody in this movie.
Alright, it's gonna drive me nuts forever. Time to look everyone up.
Time to look everyone up.
It is, in fact, a telescope.
What is a telescope?
How do
Oh,
you
I
know
just
what a
invented it.
telescope
It's
It's a scope that
now
you
I
tell
have to
us.
explain telescopes to people.
Hayden Panettiere plays Dot.
Ah, weird. What? That was a long time ago then.
That's right. That's right. The Cricket Man is Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, I knew it was
Kevin Spacey.
Spacey Kevin. All right, who's Flik?
Dave Foley.
Let me see. I need to see these.
Dat
faces.
boy.
Oh, weird. Who's the queen? Yep, princess. Yep.
Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah. Has this ever happened in like actual Bug's life?
You know, that's a good question. That is a good question.
Like, do ants ever just leave offerings for grasshoppers? I really don't think so. I don't know who came up with the idea on that.
Well,
one.
let's figure that out.
Do ants leave offerings for grasshoppers? Nope.
Everything is your fault.
He's the best character.
He really is. He's better than like a lot of the bad guys in the old Pixar movies. I mean, was Sid the bad guy in Toy Story?
That was one thing that we had a hard time figuring out. I think the bad guy was Woody.
Yeah, like really, Woody was.
But
Mr.
we kind of came to a conclusion that all the
Huxley or
toys
whatever.
there are super assholes.
Season. When the last leaf falls.
You just rip off that guy's wing?
I think he just ripped off some skin, but maybe.
Flaming death!
Flaming death!
I hold in my hand the match! The match!
Wow, that is so weird to me that that's like such a hardcore P.T. Barnum reference.
In a moment, I will light this trail of matches leading to a sheet
And
of
burn all these whales to death. Death! All four of them!
the flypaper.
It's fucked up that anybody would give him a whale. But then again, like, more so, where did he put it? What did he do?
Put them in a tank until they died.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, I guess
he didn't give them any room to move.
he only
so-
burned a couple of them.
He only burned a couple whales. That's kind of psychotic when you think about it.
Yeah, well, flies are jerks. Everyone knows it. Wow, that's some comedic timing. Oh, look, the Pizza Planet truck.
Oh,
Let's
jeez.
point it out. It's a reference.
Oh, and that's the same trailer that was
That's
in,
it,
that had the alligator. Not alligator, but, from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, I was about to say Monsters
Yeah.
Inc. I'm like, alligator.
They call him an alligator. Mom, a gator got in the house.
Oh,
And
that's
they started
right.
beating it, yeah. It was Randall or whatever.
Yeah, Randall, my favorite character. Huh, I'm starting to see a pattern.
You like the bad guys. The bad guys are the most interesting ones with, like, actual philosophies and stuff.
true.
Everybody else is just so, like, one-sided.
Hi, I said no saw!
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah, he's dead. He's gonna die now.
Yeah.
That'd be the craziest thing you've ever seen, probably.
Yeah.
Is that Ant and Black Widow riding on the back of a dung beetle that's holding a caterpillar?
And two roly-polies.
Two roly-polies. And then there's, all right, okay, all right.
Oh, my ticker!
So what are you?
He just
My
dies.
ticker.
Oh!
It's fine, it was his time. He's like 6 days old.
Now I want to know what the lifespan of an ant is.
I gotta feel like, yeah, like not all bugs die in a day or two.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a fly
like June,
thing.
yeah, June bugs, and then really even with flies, like I feel like they live probably like 3 or 4 days.
I mean, it depends on the fly.
Because I mean, I've seen maggots that
Wow.
don't turn into flies for like weeks.
So, black garden ants. I don't know about blue ants. I feel like they just didn't make
probably
them
black
black
garden
because
ants.
they're
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be harder to see them. It'd be, yeah. So
also
what-
not as like fun to look at.
Yeah.
15 years.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. I do want to mention the movie here. They just had a complete like bloody massacre drawn there with lots and lots of red blood. That's not a
What?
thing you're gonna see in.
I didn't get to see that. I didn't even. Actually, I vaguely
You didn't
remember
see that?
that now that I.
They had it
but I
painted
didn't
on
see
the
it this
leaf.
time. Yeah, I didn't even. I
Just a
wasn't
bunch
paying
of bugs, and you saw like just blood everywhere. And like, oh, I really liked the colors of the blood. And
attention. Wow.
it's like, all right. I don't think
Yeah,
that's.
Pixar was always a little bit more adult than the Disney movies.
Yeah, I don't know if they would be able to do that today. Is my thing.
I think that they could.
I know for a fact that
Like they had a guy commit suicide, or like try to commit suicide in The Incredibles.
Yeah, but that was still 14
2000
years ago.
That was 2004, right?
Yeah.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be a praying mantis. I'm gonna be a stick bug. Oh,
No, you're gonna be an ant. I don't think you understand how bugs work.
2 by 2 by. There's the young.
I hate to break it to everybody who is also a fan of Spider-Man, but webs don't come out of hands.
Yeah, they come out of their butt.
They come out of what's called a spinneret, and it is located on the butt.
The thorax.
They wouldn't notice.
I was really hoping it was gonna be a flying sombrero situation.
Is that a flying saucer? No, it's a flying sombrero!
Don't worry, we have a fake bird.
And that's how my 12th husband died. So now I'm a widow. I mean, I've always been a black widow, but now I'm a black widow.
Because you
So you
murdered them all.
Keep having sex and murdering your husbands. How long does a black widow live for?
Let's find out. 1 to 3 years.
Tell me this isn't true.
It is. Listen to me. I'm a smart bug. I build machines. That's impossible for
You
us.
just wait. Evolution will prove that I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the deviant now, but you'll be the deviant later.
Why don't they just call in the fire ants? Just be like, Fire Nation, assemble! And then the ants will come in and start fire bending at them.
That should happen.
That'd be dope.
And she was
She's
never
dead.
seen again.
Yep, that's where she died.
Yep, like the girls at the beginning of Until Dawn.
In our movie.
Weird. I'd never seen that tarantula guy before.
He doesn't do anything. Like, he didn't even talk.
He waved. That was it. And he has a beret and a soul patch.
I think I do remember him now, but I don't know why he didn't have anything else to do with the movie. Shouldn't him and the spider lady be like husband and wife? She can't eat him. I mean, I guess she could poison him, but...
She would eat
He
him the
could
same way that
probably
she
eat
eats her normal mates.
What do they do when it lands and the grasshoppers are like, alright, bird's gone?
They fly it. They're not just gonna crash it.
It's gonna eventually land, like...
Nah, man, they're flying it. They flap its wings.
They turned it in... They made an airplane?
Yeah.
See? These bugs... these bugs are a little
Flik.
bit too smart.
Flik.
If they were real grasshoppers, they'd be vomiting black stuff all over everybody. That would be a really scary thing
Yeah.
that they could do.
It's like some Evil Dead stuff.
Thumper, yeah, the Thumper could just be like the guy that vomits black. Because what they do is they'll eat like tobacco leaves and like pepper plants and stuff, and they'll digest it into this black vomit. And then, like, if a dog comes up and eats them or something, they'll throw up all the black stuff into their mouth and makes them taste bad. So they'll spit it
Gross.
out, and then they can get away.
No, BT!
That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
If fleas were that powerful, like, can you imagine the weight that thing would have to have? Or the density, at least?
Right? Well, I think if it was any more dense, it would probably just pierce the bottle.
Yeah. Like a bullet. That was intense. There's children in there!
Yeah. Burning to death.
Honestly, if I was the grasshoppers, I'd see the ants and be like, you people are useful. I'm like,
Yeah.
you made a bird. That's pretty good.
Now we're gonna go all over the place and just steal everyone else's stuff with this bird.
Yeah, he can kick
Everybody
him.
likes kung fu fighting.
You're lower than dirt. You're an ant.
Ants are both below and above dirt. Okay.
Yeah, we're above dirt
Sometimes
right now, but
they
not
even
that
crawl
dirt.
on top of each other so they can float down a stream like a raft.
Yeah.
Can you do that? No. If you get your wings wet, you're a little bitch. That's what you are.
Should have just stomped down harder.
Princess.
He just kills her.
There you go.
Look how many ants there
And then I want to
are.
see the ants. Yeah, he kills Flik and the princess, and then all the ants rip him apart.
Oh, gee. No, seriously, though. The rhino beetle or whatever should be able to kill at least one grasshopper.
Well, yeah, obviously. There you go.
Yeah, I don't say. I'm just like, he could have helped everyone. Him alone, he could have just next time, if they ever do a next time, make him just like a drunk, have Jeff Bridges play him, and then he can be their hero that comes out at the end.
And could you imagine if they made a Bug's Life too?
Oh yeah, he's torn apart.
Yeah, this is a brutal death. Brutal death for a Disney
Such
villain.
cute little birdies. But wouldn't the mother have chewed him up and then vomited into their mouths?
Depends on the bird. Not all of them do that.
Okay.
All right.